What is the help with your partnership with Planalytics? How's that work? Aaron, what about from your perspective?
So
it's a very different business, right?
Yeah, I mean, for the grocery business, the weather has a huge impact on how demand fluctuates, not only day to day, but also what they're actually buying every day. So like a day like today, will be different. What we're working with Planalytics on is early stages of the analytics in terms of if it snows for 2 inches versus 5 inches, or it rains for 1 day versus 5 days in a row. How does that really impact the demand? And who are those customers coming in? Loyal customers are going to come in every day, but those new customers come in, what's that demand going to look like? Or those infrequents, how often do they come back in? But also the media plays part of that. So 2 weeks ago, when it was all over the media, we're going to have a lot of rain and snow on Saturday and Sunday. The more it's in the media, the more it impacts our business, right? So we had an increase of 20% that Thursday and Friday before the rain, and somewhat snowed depending where you were in Westchester or Jersey. And it really is very different by geography, right? So Westchester's different impact than Manhattan. But the more that we can predict, 3, 4, 5 days out when that's going to happen, we can then adjust everything. Right? So it's the supply chain in terms of how much do we bring in, but also what do we bring in, right? So a day like today, it's going to be more booze, right? It's going to be more of the dairy and the milk and eggs kind of thing, as well as some berries. And if it's a long period of time, it's the frozen food, right? So we can bring more of those things in first, but then it's about staffing, because we know that a day like today, we're going to get 10, 15% of staff going to call out. So beforehand, we can increase that staff. So the better we can identify, what those margins are going to be, better for the business, because in grocery, the margins are small. So the better we can do operationalize, so we get more efficiency out of it, the better. And the Planalytics idea will help us do that.
Yeah, there's just so much, so much a storm like this one.
Yeah, it changes everything.
There's such a ripple that goes through, right? Like so much happens. Again, that's why we keep coming back to.
But again, the more you know beforehand, it doesn't have to be 5 weeks, but 2, 3 days beforehand, if you know what that is, then you plan for it.